Hi Ranjit, very good evening.
Good evening.
Uh, so shall we start the class? So Nikhil will not be there. He said he will be delayed for some because of some issue.
Okay.
No worries. We'll start up the class. So I'll pack up that entire analysis part for the day so that we can move towards our admin task rest, and followed by he's also joined. I hope so. Yeah, he's joining. Yeah, that's great. So, and I have confirmed from others, they just want their certificate and all. They are quite interested toward their certificate only. That's the reason they are not joining, whatever, and they are quite comfortable with the recordings. So that's the reason they are not joining. No worries. So we'll have one-to-one customization. It is more better than common act with a group. Okay. So what is that? See, on that day the network was not there. The reason the things was very worst in that day. No worries, we'll have today. So you people have seen dashboard, appends, log activity, assets, and we'll talk about admin tomorrow onwards. So I'll wrap up all these 5 tabs. So this network activity is nothing specific. Everything is similar to log activity, but the thing is only if you are having the network flows, you do the same. Everything is similar, nothing specific. Everything, the way how you are collecting, doing, and all very similar to log activity. But the thing is, here you will get the log, here you will get the flow. That's it. There is nothing specific. See everything. If you see, these are tabs and everything. See the similar way, the search and all. You do the same activity here. The entire thing. See the entire thing. Whatever the search and all, we'll have one today. We'll wrap up everything quickly once again, but before that we'll have a session towards report. So on that day, because of due to heavy rain and all, it was not successful. So I'll explain once again about reports. Reports are something which will really useful when you want to go for automation of some process, specifically compliance checks. So you wanna go for daily checks, weekly checks, fortnightly checks. You can say monthly checks, sometimes weekly, some first of the month, second of the month, or fourth week, third week, like that. Whatever the day, you need not to remember all those reports to generate and provide it to your bosses, or you can say your auditors to check the compliance status. So this is something more towards how to set up and all you to your reports. It's quite easy. By default there are some of the reports are available. Generally it used to be something over here in a general communication. You will get around 25 to 30 on an average. Sometimes it used to be 28. You see here it is 28, but on an average you will get something like 30. Sometimes I might have deleted or something like so to teach others. It generally 25 to 30 you will get it, and followed by in a real time production environment you will get around 200 plus by default reports. So it is something like you can get, see if you see top IDS alerts, so it automatically creates its own default at a weekly at 2 a.m. it will create automatically generate reports. So it has its own see this is the format. If you go inside you will get the plan how they have defined. See this is the event log, this is the event log chart type, this is another event log. So it is giving IDS IPS alerts weekly. If you go inside you will get the actual scenario how they are going for checking all this. So it is checking that all IDS IPS saved search. See by default it is coming and check all IDS and IPS. If you see log activity in a queue over here, or you can say if you are not able to see here, you can select it from edit search. What is that? All IDS IPS, all ID not something like this. See default IDS, yeah, See, the available search was default IDS IPS all top alarm signatures. See, it automatically selected some basic search which is available in saved search of log activity. So like that, it automatically has some set of changes, and what are the things you want to customize according to yourself. You can do. You can change the time zone accordingly. What is the requirement for your bosses at distant location and all. And see, it is something like stacked line. So there are some options. You can change it to bar, or you can say pie chart or line chart, say something like. And see now how many events limit you are lifting only last 20, top 20. There's what are the top 20 signatures. So you can make it to top 100 or something. So it's up to you again. So at the bottom you can check what is the x-axis, what is the y-axis, and what is the time interval and all. You can change 1 day, 1 hour, and you can generate an offense. So once it is completed, it will generate. Provide the name of offense, you can give. So it is IPS all IPS report generated. Okay, if it is I am creating like this for this particular report, as and when this particular report completes, it raise an offense. What is mean by offense? I said already, offense is something like alert that may be suspicious activity, that may be your regular activity, something like. So if it is giving some over here, all IPS report generated, or you say all IPS, you can say weekly report generated. So once you got it, you can just close it. So you can come to know that yes, my report was generated. So you can just suppose you can come to know that this was the all IPS weekly report generated. You can do. Once you see this, just open it. You can come to know whether it is fully completed or it provides some data and all. Then you can come to know that yes, this report was generated. So you can either inform to your boss or your organizational member head regarding this weekly report and all. So like this you can set up available. See, these are available changes, and see this is the only first report. This is the, see, I already told, I will explain about once again. So I am taking three different charts over here. See, first and foremost is all IPS weekly most top signature. Over here it may be similar to that, but the search may be very different. See, the search is similar, but the way of approach. So here I am taking destination IP. Earlier it was source IP. Now my vertical axis is destination IP. So in a one set of chart, I am able to understand that one is x-axis, source IP. See, this is the source IP, top source IP, which is generating the IPS suspicious signatures or alarms, and one other case, top destination IPs, which are the victims where they're trying to hit, and the third is option also there. Over here the same is there, but again the condition is it is stable. What are those? First we got to know that there is a y-axis, in a y-axis the source IP, in the another chart it is a destination IP. Now it is a table format where you are able to understand top 500 sets of weekly. So this is something like three different options in one report. So you can create multiple reports in a single report, and it will automatically create in this fashion. So that is up to you how you wanna set. See, one is single chart. This is single chart. Here you can only create one report where that search may be similar or search may be different, but you will get only one search, one report. Here there are option of two different searches you can set up. Here in this format you can set up 3, you can up to maximum up to 4 you can set up, and this is one of the format called. See, on the top it is giving something like charts with respect to source and destination IP, and followed by the list. Here on the top, or you can say either of the condition, you can make it to bottom, and that total details will be on the tabular format on the top. you can set up like this, and you can also change the orientation from this one. See, in a portrait there are so many things. Again, you can go maximum up to 6. In a landscape it is around 4, but if you are going for portrait, you can maximum go up to 6. You can set up maximum up to 6 reports in a single. So there are some scenes. See, something like there's a login failures are available. Suppose there's a login failure is there, so you can go with a y-axis is a source IP, y-axis is a user, y-axis is a kind of domain controller, y-axis is something log source, y-axis is something number of counts. So which is the topmost column. So like that you can set up one single report with a different looks. See, it is something like you can by one look you can come to know that. So these are the source IPs, the topmost, these are the destination IPs, these are the top users, these are the top kind of filings, top kind of events and kind of event resources, and kind of different event collectors also. You can go till that location. So that's up to you how many reports.
Vishnu, can you show me as one example
See,
for with
see,
this?
with this I am taking. So the available scenario only I am taking. So we have 3 charts. So 2 are already is there, third is already here. So it is giving red. Why? Because it is not embossed in this with a small thing. Why? Because it is in a tabular format. It is in a small. See, it is very. So it is leaving automatically. It is doing some changes. It is asking for choose another graph. It is not accepting. I am going for pie chart, and the limit up to 10. So I can do like that. So you cannot fit in half width of the container. So I'll go with bar. It is not accepting, or I can go with the. I'll go up to 5. Is it possible? Log source. I want to change it to line. Graph total. It's not required. So if you do this, see now I am saving. So it is now it's okay. It is taking with that company. So now with the same, earlier it was 3. Now it is I am having another 3 option. So again I am going another. See, it's not mandated the same report should be there. You can change it to any other. I am going for log sources, suppose. So there is something called chart title, log source, IDS, log source status, log source status. Okay. So I am defining some 4 log sources to be added over here. I want to check all this count. Log source group not required. Only include log source that have not reported since. So I am giving here consider last 4 hours. So I am doing. I am considering these 4 are my IPS log sources. Log source status, IDS or IPS log source status. I am considering. See here, only include log source that I have not reported for 4 hours. See, there is no heartbeat for last 4 hours. It is giving the name in a ascending order. So I am doing. I think save container. Okay, it's not a big deal. Graph with what happens. And it's not taking. Why? Because it is not accepting with this particular thing. So you can either change it to. It is not giving the type of chart. It will, for the log sources it will give only the names. It is, there is no this one. I'll change it to another one. Okay. Where was it? IPS, IB, IDSC. I'm changing to portrait. I'm selecting 4, sorry 6. Here I need to change it to some other thing. First and foremost, I'm changing to line up to 5, maximum 5, it's okay. So now I am going for another chart. It is not taking there as a log source. I am taking another thing. See, offense details. So here I am defining IDS offense. IDS offense. Okay, whatever the offenses are there. Horizontal bar, severity. See, there are you can say here you can consider access denied or parameters. You can say IPS or parameter IPS denied. Suppose it is related to IPS and IS, that's why I am selecting this whatever the category and all, and I am also not excluding the, I want only active. If you want older one also, you can keep everything active, modified, and by default it is not selecting, it is excluding. If I am excluding means it will not show. So, and I am saving this container. See the fourth one, it is offense details related to, this is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is total count, and this is only 5 counts. Here it is only giving, why? Because it's a very small container, that's why maximum of 5 or 10 you can get it. And here I am taking the IPS details. Now I am going for something like assets. I wanna generate okay, assets is not, there is a issue, no worry. Portrait. Next. Okay. Now add another chart. Worries. Instead of that, asset vulnerabilities, I am taking it. Maybe there, may not be there again. Yes, I want to check again. It's a bar graph. I want to go for last 5. On this, I want to check this particular network. Okay, is there any vulnerabilities, top vulnerabilities count? So I want to check this network, or you can say any other network. I am checking VoIP network, or you can say NAT and their servers network, or if you have your own network range, you can set up just, or you can also add graph content. This is your suppose 10.10.0 slash 10.10.0.0 slash 24. Suppose you can browse if it is there. If it is there, you can check, but it is not available in your vulnerability search. I am selecting this only. Save the container. Okay, chart title I forget. This vulnus assessment data weekly. Save the container. See, one is ready. It is assessment. These are 3 event logs. One is something like offense details. Give some access IPS deny all. I'm saving the container. See, this is another, and you can also set up top offenses. At last we should have something, that's the reason I need to give some top offenses. Horizontal bar, severity, credibility, you can set which you want again, enter magnitude or relevance or credibility or severity. By default people used to take the severity. Now It is generic top 5. Okay. So like that. See, now there are total 6 different type of reports on this. See here, I cannot say this is a top IPS IDS alert now. It is a generic report. I am explaining how you can set up all 6 in a single report, and you can generate it. This is something like, see, there is a broad view you want to show to some of your organization head that, sir, this is a weekly report where you are getting user login fails, top IDS login failures, and a bar chart. See, these many charts we were detected, these many offenses, these are the active offenses, these are the exclude offenses, these are the dormant offenses, these are inactive offenses, we have resolved these, we have not resolved, we are yet to be done. So like that you can set up all those things, and this is something like by default options you can also set up. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the same time, this 6 report means will be
Yeah.
generate.
Yeah. Then followed by press next. So these are the, see, like this you will get it. See, like the report. This is how your like top IDS IPS alarms, IDS offense, weekly vulnerable assessment data, weekly top offenses data. So once you complete this, so it will be how you wanna report with the respect of PDF, HTML. You wanna see, if you are going for single template, single table, you can also upgrade to XLS, XML, and CSV, but the search will be only remain one. If it is multiple, then it will available in only either PDF or HTML. Okay.
Okay.
So once it is done, then you can do both the things. See, it's not mandated that either you choose PDF or HTML. You can choose both the things, PDF as well as HTML. Then you please press finish. It is showing a request. Why? Because of some issue it is showing. No worries, I'll check it what's the issue. But the thing is similar only. This is how you can set up. Like that you can create your own. You can copy. You can see. You can do the duplicate. See, you wanna do network vulnerability overview of some of the servers, but by eventually you have already one report is there, but you want to change the log sources, or you can say set of server IPs or set of networks and all. You can set, just copy it, duplicate it, just it will give the name. What you wanna give a name? See, something like network vulnerability overview 2. Now I wanna give something like this. So it automatically shows over here. See, and there's another one is there. Both are very similar, but it is in disabled condition. It's a manual condition, and you can say by default it used to be disabled if at all is there. So you need to change, just double click, and you need to set up hourly, daily, whatever. By default it will come as a manually only. Whenever you duplicate some application, sorry, any report, it will automatically in the, so you can do right click option, duplicate some name. So it is manual. So it is already manuals are manual. Then I am going for one scheduled report. This is a weekly report. Now I want to take it as a duplicate. Some name, big name. See on the top, it is weekly.
Where is that option that it will be run by means weekly?
See, you can see. I am creating a report. You can see on the first option itself, it will give first and foremost only the thing is hourly,
Oh,
daily, weekly. On weekly, which day you wanna check? Monthly,
okay.
first day, which day of the month? First day, second day, third day,
Okay.
or 31st day. So you have enough number of options. You wanna go for manual,
Okay.
you can go for hourly. Even you schedule your report, and you wanna generate
Hmm.
manually also. What is the difference between this manually and this manually? Here it is already manually is there. Then again it is giving
Yeah.
something like manually generate report. Yes.
So in that manually, if you need to any specific time, first one.
So then you can schedule that directly. If you click this, everything will go away. There is no
Okay.
manual. If manually means you have to do it whatever the time it may be. But here it is something like,
Okay.
see,
So at that moment, whatever you need for that only
that
you.
only, yeah. So once I am clicking something like this hourly and all, it is giving some extra option called allow report to generate manually. What is the meaning of this? Here already by default it is there. You are also generating. You are also scheduling. Then why it is giving some manually report generated? Why it is asking again? The meaning of this, if you wanna secure this by doing manually, if you wanna stop this manually generate. See, if you're not giving this, it is something like you have done hourly. But if you right click and do the action, run now. See, I'll show you something over here. This is our manual. Okay, I'll show you now. Double click. Now I am doing hourly every hour, but I am doing this as a no. What is the difference? You will see. Finish. Where it is? This was this. Hourly will start generating. First I wanna stop. See, these two are not highlighted, but it run report is not highlighted. If you are going on this one also, no? See, this is the weekly report is there. I wanna also do now. Just cancel it. Before going for that, I'll just show you. Just select and do. See, it is highlighted. Run report. Okay. But it now it is highlighted. What happens if I do uncheck this? And I'm saying that it should not be manually generated. Next, 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 and finish. So, see, if you right click, see these two are not. Now if you want to do any more time, it will not give. You can't do any change, you can't run this report manually. Till that time you have option called, if you double click and do this one. So though you have done manually or weekly schedule, if you wanna do manually, after scheduling also sometimes your requirement is there to run this report. If you are not giving this manual effort option, manual S, if you are not giving, that means you can't do. But that means you have scheduled and given to your help desk team and said, please review this all reports, whether this has been successfully completed or not. So people wants to do instead of waiting for next 1 hour. So they wanna go for right away and they wanna produce the report as early as possible. But I want to start this activate exactly at 8 p.m. So sometimes people can't wait and they start doing right click, or you can say they do like this, run report, not like this, like this. They started run report. Okay. So that means the task has already started and it will provide some set of report. It maybe varies. If it starts at 8 o'clock, that the report maybe varies from if it starts at 7:30. The report may have some differences, something like 1 or 2 event counts or something like. So to avoid doing manual generating report, you can do that. To avoid manual generating by your colleagues, or you can say your whatever help desk team or some other guys, or you can say if you want to make it should only run weekly, or you can say daily, which may affect your system performance. So you can set up that instead of doing a manual option. See, it is not available. See, it is available. That means you have given that option. You go and check. See, you have given that manual generate report option is given. If you press now, that will be gone. See, it's gone. That's the meaning of manual report generation. So this is basic idea of reports. You can create any number of reports by your own thoughts. So here you can do create option. Again I am explaining. Press next. So you can do any option manually, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. And you can also have an option called, would you like to give the permission to others or yourself to generate this report manually? Even though giving a scheduling time, you wanna generate this report manually, you can. Else you wanna think this is a very sensitive and it should be run at monthly at this time only, then you can also set up like that by pressing no and press next. So you can select what is the kind of chart: single template, single report, multi report, three different reports, quarter report, or three in a this format or this format. If you want more formats, you can go for Proteat. You will go up to 6. You can set up your 6 reports in one option. So like then you can select. I'm going with a 2 or 1. It's better this 1. And you have n number of options. You can give the title name here, whatever you want to give, and you can change the logo also. There's a branding option is there. You can go. I'll explain that one also. Now whatever you wanna do a report, whatever either it may be, see there are so many options. You can do chart on asset vulnerabilities, assets, events, flows, log sources, offense detail, offense overtime, test top destinations, top offense, top sources. So all these options are available by default. So you can select. I'm doing on top source IPs, at least something you should know. So what are the options? So these many options are available. You can select on all networks, or you can select on specific network, or you can select on specific DMZ. So what are the top sources are hitting?
What is this folders means?
See, these are the network hierarchy. We will talk about tomorrow onwards. We will talk about that. I'll explain on that one only. So there is something called admin option is there. There is a network hierarchy. See, this is what the hierarchy. This is what the hierarchy. See, these are the hierarchies. See, the entire things which we are watching there only. The thing is here only. The same thing is here. Got it?
So you will show us how to add also, no?
Yeah. Even how to add, how to import, how to export, all those things. So from tomorrow onward, the entire things will be very different. The entire thing will be something like, see, we need to how to handle all these tabs. There are so many tabs available. See, there are how to handle all those tabs. Got it? We need to. We will talk about one by one. At least 3 to 4 at least 3 to 4 tabs. By this weekend, I'll try to complete all these options. See, tomorrow I'll try to start up with user roles and test domain and tenant management, followed by network hierarchy. So by this weekend, I'll try to finish up all these tabs. Then we will talk about apps, how to integrate apps, how to. So have we completed Fix Central? Have we completed? No. How to download softwares, how to download updates and all. We have not done.
No.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that one also. We will talk about App Center. There's App Exchange is there. How to do that. So it's okay. We'll talk about all this in tomorrow's class. No worries. There's a.
And Vishnu, in admin part.
Yeah.
As a SOC analyst, so admin part is accessible for a SOC analyst.
The real thing is in a real time experiencing what I have experienced. So people used to hire a person, those who having admin knowledge along with the analysis knowledge. Got it? So those who are going to handle SIM. So you should have at least minimum 50% of admin knowledge, followed by at least 50% of analysis knowledge. Then see, whatever we have done on the offense or log activity, this is what happens. See, people are start asking, sir, how to do an incident handling after this. So once offense is generated, you start collecting evidences and all. So there is a incident process is there. See, handling process is there. So the offense management, we have seen how to collect the data, how to collect the evidences, what is the top sources, what are the destination, what are the ports, what is the kind of attack, what is the see. I have also told by category. I told what is the kind of category. So have you people read all these categories? So I told multiple times, try to read what are the available categories. See, these are the high level categories by default, and these are the specific over this access. These many specific categories are there. The attacks, these are the kind of attacks which is very helpful for your you can say for demonstrating, or you can say for explaining someone regarding different attacks over the period of time. See, once you are a keyword analyst, people have a great expectations on you that you should have at least a basic idea of what is the kind of attacks over network. So different attacks are there. So that's why I said try to read and try to find out what are the things you know, at least 10, or if you don't know, just copy and paste what is AAA authentication failed. Just type in, paste in your Google. You can come to know what is what. Oh, it is not connected. My network is not connected. Why? What happens? It's okay. So I'll show you. See, this is a event 11305 generated when triple authentication connection fails. What is what basically? So what's the meaning of this? You should have at least basic idea, so that at least you can explain to someone that yes, there is a triple authentication. What is the meaning of this? Authentication, authorization, and some other thing is also there. I forget the another A. So guys, we have seen dashboard. Are you people comfortable how to set up a new dashboard, rename a dashboard, delete a dashboard? I have explained multiple times, but still add an item, select, you can create. First you create new dashboard, CQA underscore 05 underscore 21. So these are very helpful by default. You can create, you can rename, and you can share. If you are sharing and all, how to see, I'll share this and I'll show you how to do on the tomorrow's class. See, I'll you should ask, sir, when will I get this CQA? Where you have given this share permission now, so where will I get this CQA 521 to share with other people? So we will create tomorrow some users, and I'll share this particular dashboard to one person. I will not share to another person. We will see how to share this. And you can add items to this. We have seen network activity. By default there are so many things you can save, and there is an offense. By default there are total 7 types of offense out there. You can add most defense, most severe, my offenses, and top sources, top destination, and categories. Total 7, 6, 3, and 1. Okay, these 7 different types you can add it on the dashboard. And log activity, you can see there are so many things, and you can also save by yourself. I already told how to set up and all. Save the search over here. You can save and group. You must group. If you don't group, you will not get that particular thing. Why? Because you see, it is not grouped. It is not grouped means you will not get it on the dashboard. See, in event such as there is no see log activity. See, if you see, it is offenses by destination IP. If you go to log activity, you will see offenses here, offenses by destination IP. If you click and load, automatically you find one group by destination IP. Anything, if you check offenses by source IP, load, so you will get some grouping on the basis of this. So if you wanna add anything, it is a mandate one is that event should be grouped, and there are some reports, most recent reports which are generated. It will show here. See, these are the different reports generated recently. We have done in a report format, that's why it is giving C, and this was generated and the format is PDF. So top 5 you will get it. And there is a curator assistant by default, help center, content updates. This is what internet activity. If you want to add, you can add recommended content and all. This is something like if there is a update is there, there's a DSM is new DSM is there, those things will be added automatically here. See, there is system summary you can add, so you can check how many flows are there, how many per second events per second, new events in past 24 hours, how many events were there. See, recommended right now there is no connection, internet connection, that's why it is not showing. Why it is not connected? No Wi-Fi network found. Why, man? Sorry. It's okay, I'll check it. See, it is giving, if at all there is a recommend content is there, you will get it here. And there is a system notification, you will get it. You can also drag to wherever you want. It will be on the bottom now. See. So system notification is something like this only. You can also see over here the same thing also. No, you will see here. See, unable to determine the associate log source IP, unable to automatically detect, same thing. You can also see here and these are the system notification summary, basic summary, and all other things whichever you want to add the stuff. In offenses we have seen how to see what is my offenses, which are allotted to you by your team leader, you can say SOC manager. It will be shown here. I am the admin user, that's why if you go and see, there are some offenses with me. Why? Because it's assigned to me. See, if you click here, this offense is currently assigned to admin. If you go and see all offenses, see there are offenses, there is no one has added to this particular you can say assigned to anyone, so you can assign by here. See, assign. So in your organization there may be multiple users. Right now I have only one user, maybe Nikhil and Ranjit may be there. You just select and save. When you log in with your user, Ranjit user, you will get my offenses list, that particular one. All offenses, you will get all offenses to whom you, if you see, you can also see what is the activity. See, you can also add notes and all. What is the present status? If you can protect it, means it will not be deleted even after inactive and all. So you can check by category. I told multiple times, this is one of the most area where you can come to know what is the actual kind of, see, if you hide, you can come to know that what kind of attack is happening right away. So you can come to know there is authentication based attacks are 6, DOS based are 3, and exploit based are 2, suspicious activities 1. That's it. In a suspicious activity, what is the activity? Suspicion pattern detected. You just double click. Login failure by followed by success from the same destination IP preceded by multiple login failures. That means the brute force attack was found. We can come to know easy. This is a suspicious pattern is something like multiple failure followed by success. What means he was tried multiple times, but out of which one was success. That means he was tried brute force attack something 10-20 counts in a span of some 1 to 2 minutes, which is highly impossible by any human. So you will get this suspicious pattern automatically. So this was already created in the rules. We will talk about the rules as a tuning part. That's the reason I kept it last. So we will talk. We will see by source IP what are the source IPs which are generating offenses. See, it's not mean that all offenses are suspicious activities. I said so activity might be because of misconfiguration, because of something. See, I have also generated some report. That is an offense. Offense means is an alert. Here offense means alert. Don't consider offense. If you are seeing offense, that means oh my god, this is something like there is an issue. It's not, don't worry. Just be cool, calm, and understand that what is an actual activity. See, this 13.13 is some activities there. See, these are by seeing this you can come to know yes. Now it is some login failures and followed by success. So first confirm from the user whether you have done multiple login failures or not. Then raise an incident. This is an offense which triggers you that there was activity happened. That may be false positive, that may be true positive. If it is false positive, no worries. But if it is true positive, you have to be taken care, and you should raise an incident, or you can confirm to your immediate bosses, or you can say SOC managers or team lead, so that he will take action accordingly. You can say what are the victims, who are the who are getting affected. So destination IPs are something who are getting affected by attackers. So most attackers you can come to know. Here by seeing this you can come to know that if it is there any weak configuration is configured in this particular destination IP, you can tell to your system administrator and network administrator to harden that particular system, and you can say either you tell them to cope up the level of particular standards. If it is vulnerability, older version of OS is there, either you can say the application which is using quite older, you can advise them to do upgradation to that particular application or a OS. Or you can say you found that the attack is continuously happening over the system, so you can come to this may be the one of the vital place where people wants to get some information. Either you sanitize that particular network to avoid the data loss. So like that you can set up. And by network you can come to know on which network the most of the attacks are happening. Either that may be HR team, that may be admin team, that may be say ops VLAN, or that may be maintenance, that may be your confidential. So there may be any network, there may be DMZ, there may be non-DMZ, there may be militarized zone area, there may be DB server, there may be the attack may be happens on only directly on switches or routers, or you can say IDS IPS. People also try. They used to hit on their first. They want to kill bypass all that firewalls and all. If you start getting some logs from there, you can come to know there was some activities happening. So like that you can come to know. So these are the offenses based management.
Vishnu, go to that by source IP. I have one doubt.
Yeah.
in that.
Okay. Yeah.
So in that, where is that users? Something
Where?
usual.
This one.
Means you go. No. You went inside one source IP,
Yeah.
and in that that users column multiple count is there 15,
Yeah.
20, or 25.
Where?
Yeah, in this table,
Yeah.
users column.
Yeah.
So what is that?
See. So login failures from the same source containing. See, these are the different kind of assets. See, on this particular source, there were different kind of offenses are there.
Is from this source IP
Source
the
IP
attack is happening.
happened with according to this particular QRAR, there were total four. There were
Four types of
attacks was generated by this
okay.
particular source. See, what first question is multiple login failure from same source containing authentication as attempt was unsuccessful. Here there is no successful, only authentication failures. Okay, how many count? There are total 15 counts. That means if you see these 15 users, if you go and see this 15 users list, see what are those 15 users. By default it is giving only 5 top users. How can you see all 15? Just click over here, you will get all 15 list. See, these are the 15 list. Okay, he had tried. What is the summary? This
Okay,
was
so from that we can find out that means
exactly.
on which
So attacker, from where the attacker is first, this from this attacker from this source IP he started attacking, and the authentication attempt was unsuccessful. That means these were safe. These are safe. They were tried, but the authentication was unsuccessful. But that means these were not compromised. First and foremost, got it? So and then,
these are not compromised.
of course, man, the authentication was unsuccessful, na?
Yeah,
Unsuccessful.
unsuccessful. Okay.
See, the authentication attempt was unsuccessful. That means
But
these,
that attacker attempts on these users, right?
yes. But we also come to know that there are two things happened. So there is only login failed occurs. There is no login successful was taken place. That's why we come to know that yes, the attacker was tried on these some XYZ users, but the attack was unsuccessful and the users were not compromised. So we are at safe side, and we will also go and see the another one. This one only, na? Yeah. So now there is something login failure followed by success from the same destination IP preceded by multiple login failure and from to the same destination IP. See, there is some issue now. There is some successful success happened. So we will also go and check. So over here there is a username, user 1 is there. Got it? There is only one user. See, not this. So there are so many users. It is giving only one, but why? See, this is something else. See, we have to understand first scenario. Login failures by success to the same destination IP preceded by multiple login failures to the same destination by login failures from the same source containing authentication unsuccessful. This is also unsuccessful, but success to the same destination IP. He was trying to one destination IP, only one destination IP. This is the destination IP. Now from different sources he is trying to hit these many sources IPs. Okay, here and there are some users he wants to hit, but the authentication was unsuccessful. Here also we are
Means
not
source IPs means means more than 2 3, and destination is same.
So that means he was find out one computer and he is thinking that this particular attempt, that particular that destination IP, that may be some system, or that may be an ideal condition, or you can say sleep mode may be there. He is trying to hit that system, so that he wants a free PC to do activity, na? So he required one free PC to do activity. He was trying to hit this PC, and he found that this is the only free PC left over the your organization. And he also seen the activity of this entire thing, and he waited and he attacked on this particular system, and he was trying to log into the system. So this is one scenario. And oh sorry, again I'll go again once again. See this one, login failure followed by success to the same destination IP preceded by login failures to the same. We'll see again, same source destination. See, actually this is the same one case, but it may become dormant. That's why it created these two are very similar. These two are similar. It may be become inactive. See, here it is inactive. That's why it created the new one. Okay. So this was also same, but it become inactive. That's why it created the new one. The timing may be different. I told you there is an offense life cycle is there. If there is more than 3 days, the log may be not reached, then this particular thing will become inactive. On that basis, it create another new event, new offense. See, the delay may be, see, it is updated also, but see the last event flow and all, why it is inactivated. Either I close this, yes, yeah, these two are closed, that's why again it's created. Got it? It's inactive and it's closed by me only, that's why again there is new. See if your this one is closed, that means it will not be updated again, it will create the new one. Okay, that's the reason it is showing.
How ID number will be created on?
See, it is automatically created.
Okay,
it automatically creates, there is no doubt on it. It starts from 1 to up to 9999, and there are so many other things also there, but it can contribute up to 9999. You can say IDs will be generated, and automatically once it is closed, if it is 9900 completed, it automatically go back to 1, again do the same activity. Okay, now
okay. So if some means true positive is happen, that login is successful.
yeah,
So how we will take a step?
so first and foremost you have to take care towards okay, I'll do first some of the things. So first and foremost, this is suppose this is the successful the brute force was occurred, and all these this particular users were compromised. For suppose all these users were compromised, and you come to know that yes, there were total 20 users got, after some multiple failures they got success. So first and foremost, what is your activity? You have to first protect this offense, so that this offense will not delete, or it will become inactive. It keep on update. Okay, why? Because this true incident was happened, so we have to add, first of all we need to follow this. two things according to thumb rule. You have to do, first of all, you need to first protect this. If it is a true incident, you found that this is a true incident, and you need to type something like red indication, that is you are doing the follow up. You are doing these two things. Then you need to collect the evidence first and foremost. First and foremost, what are the source IPs? You have to keep it a list. Destination IP, keep it a list. Network, keep it a list. And how many event count, event number, what is the last start of the activity, duration of the activity, and all, you keep it. Okay. Then come to downward. So you will get all users list. First and foremost, your activity, you need to copy entire user list, and first and foremost activity, you need to inform to your SOC manager, or you can say those who will going to take the decision, that these to be faster in mode of communication, the maximum faster mode of communication, these users to be disabled. See, these users generally these many users attack means it is the attack was happened on AD only. Got it?
Okay.
So if the AD is there, you do first and foremost ADs on the AD, these users to be disabled, and start keep tracking the persons, those who are handling the system, and that systems to be sanitized first. People were generally logged into the system, people to be sanitized first. This is a recovery
Sanitize
process.
means we need to
Remove the network,
disconnect from
disconnect the network, and keep the track of any activities happening, and any activity was of any attacker is there, and followed by, you need to also check what are those IPs you are collected. So those to be searched on the basis of source IP or destination IP. Any activity was happened in the system by using log activity, or any IDS or IPS activity, you can check. Then you disable all these. So this first and foremost, attacker got the information, but we are now getting the protecting. We are now going to protecting the thing. Now the first and foremost, after disabling, provided them with a strong password, and tell them to change the password on a first login itself. So once changing the password was taken place, then enable that all the users, and provided to that particular password to entire users, so that should be hard coded, and it should be at least 15 letters and all there used to be standard procedure for disabling and providing passwords to the users for recovery process. And that particular systems, those who are handling the systems, to be verified thoroughly, all that logs to be checked, is there any botnet was created or something like. So why? Because if one user is compromised, so attacker, what it uses, he will be ready to jump into the system and start hitting the activity. So by the time, if you don't do that network sanitize and all, he could have already entered, and he could have dragged entire that particular. See, so, and we can also come to know that what are the network basically. If you know the network, if it is a single network, is see, the source IP is 11 and it is a single network. Okay, so I will
So
directly
maybe it is DDoS.
huh?
So maybe
Sorry,
it is a
sorry. This is of destination IPs network, not the source IP. Why? Because this is victim. See, we have our own network range in our system, so that's why here it is. This network always defines destination IP, not the source IP. So this may be DDoS. This activity may be there, but you need to be more careful. Which organization? If you are having some 25 destination IPs, if it is related to single network, instead of going and telling destination people that 25, you just sanitize this network, or you can just switch off that particular port, or you can say particular network switch, or tell network administrator to stop the traffic towards that net. Like that, you just do a shutdown remotely that particular network switch where it is available, or you can say just do some sanitize. You can say net queue, that is net quarantine on this particular network range and entire network, that automatically it will be stopped. So the activity will become first stopped, then you do the recovery process. See, we will talk about incident, how to handle an incident. I will take some scenarios. This is one of the scenario I explained. Like that, I will explain so many scenarios. Okay, at least 3 to 4 scenarios I will take. No worries. I'll take some
when you will take this.
So this is tune-up process incident. See,
Okay.
once if you don't understand all these tabs and all, then how can I explain all those things? So first you
Okay.
need to understand what is QRadar, what are the things are available. If I start explaining networks, so how do you know how from where you going to check how to set up your network, how to import export,
Okay.
how to update your network switches and all. So first you should know. So for that you need to see all this. So from tomorrow onwards now it will be something like it is some burst mode something. See, there are 4 5, I'm going to take 5 tabs or 6 tabs, 7 tabs at single point of time. All these are very small, but it has a huge information. You going inside and
Okay.
digging. See, if you're going system, see, there are so many things. So we need to talk about each and everything, then only you can come to know what is the meaning and each and everything. Got it?
Okay. So today we discuss regarding that report. So that means any mechanism. So that report will send directly to the
Yeah, of course
email
you
on
can
via
mail.
email.
You can mail it,
Okay.
man. You can see automatically it will once create is there
Hmm.
manually hourly. So I'll set up some setup. Oh, sorry, if it is manually then it will not go. I'll set up some hourly at least. Hourly. Next. I'm giving some name. Define. Okay. I'll select basic settings. So I'll select login only. Save container. So some name. Yeah, now it is collected. Now press next. See, it will be something like this. Okay, the chart will be looks like this. The name, generate tag, generate date, what's been logged in by fail, the name and all. This is the Curador logo. You can change the logo according to you. Press next. See, I'll select both and press next. The report and email option is there. You can send. If you are configured with SMTP, see again where do you configure SMTP? Those will talk in admin tab. So I'll explain report something Ranjit at the rate IBM.in. Suppose so it is a form of HTML subject date thing report console everything. You wanna give report link console that all and all these options are there. You just press next. So whenever the next time option is there, so where do you want to keep this, on which group? It's not mandatory. You need to see by default these are the groups are available, so you can keep or you can create your own. How to create? So just I'm closing. You got it till now, so I'll add it to some Cobit and I'll show you. So press next. So entire will be show here. See, this was your template and this was your container. And what are the things you are doing? You are running now and PDF. It will something. It will hourly at 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. Report description bottom center and all container one. These are the things and finish. See there is a manage. See, these are the groups by default. These are the groups. Is by default it will be created in the system itself. See, these are the report different compliance report standards. That's why they have created. You can see log source based, vulnerability assessment, other VoIP. So all they according to their see again the developer standard. Okay, you can also manage. You can create your own group also. See, you can create new group on the top. I'm creating CQA underscore 05 underscore. See why I'm giving underscore. I told you specifically. The space sometimes may affect. See, sometimes I have seen so many times in Linux and all now that space creates so much of issue. Right now there is nothing. So now what will I do? In a Cobit I have added that one. See, I wanna move it to that particular. See, there are the Cobit, or I can edit. Not from here. See what was this one. So I wanna edit. Press next. See, next. See, from now Cobit to I wanna change it to some. What was ours? There is something CQA. See, now I'm selecting CQA. Now press next. See, everything will be shown here and press finish. See, if you see, the group is now CQA. So like that you can create according to, see, you can create your own group Ranjit, and you can keep all reports over here. You can keep, no worries. And the branding is something like this. See, by default it is there. You can select a new image and upload. It will override the present logo, default.png. It will be okay, or else it may be show here also. You can select the available logos. You can delete. So this is how reports can be set. So we have seen assets like that only. You can it automatically populates. It automatically populates. See, Oracle user and all. It automatically populates. On that day we have manually created. See, these many items are automatically populated. See all other users. I told how many users there are. Root user 1. There is a Heightman, Banner, Oracle. These are the users who are logged in. This is the first login, first scene, and this is the last scene. You can get all the information. See, this network and all. It keep on update. If it get any DNS name, it will update. The current DNS is this one. If it get through logs any name according to this IP, it will automatically update. Is there any group name it found? It given name, weight and all manual, owner and all. These are the manual. If you got any flow where this IP is there and there is a wireless activity is happening, wireless SSD is requesting and do, so it will automatically paste over here. If it is found in any switch logs, there is a IP found and the switch is tagged with that, and it automatically added over here also. So like that, QRadar has the facility to automatically correlate and added all the data. I said there used to be something 60 properties are the total count. The total count is 60. There are total 60 count is there. Automatically update all these properties. See, this is one asset ID is one property. Like this, see, there are so many properties are there. So this will help you out that whether this this particular asset is, how many assets are there in your organization. See, one fine day you can come to know there may be some 56,000. So there are 56,000 active logs are coming to your QRadar. Then you can identify the, see, you have entire of 56,000 or 60,000 logs. So you can automatically getting so much of correlation is happening inside, and you will get some information regarding that. So like that you can see any data, and you can also see by seeing here. I told VA scan and all. So I'll try to integrate. I'll try to set up one Nessus server, and I'll show you how to integrate and all. At least I'll set up scan setup and I'll show you, okay, how to do the this particular asset to be get populated all these vulnerabilities. And I'll set up one more server where you will get all the populated data and the asset will be generated here. So those are the practices. See, there's nothing specific, but these are automatically updated into the system. No worries. So that's all, guys. So we have seen the dashboard, offense, log activity, network activity, assets, reports. Till this we have seen each and every tab. No worries. If you have any doubts, you can come to me. So this is very easy as well as very familiar to you. Why? Because I explained multiple times the same thing, how to go back to a log activity and do the log activity. But again, I may explain multiple times. If you don't do the activity, if you don't practice something, you will forget. Automatically you will forget after a week or 10 days. You will have an idea that there is a log activity is there, and you can have an option called fire, there's add filter. But if you do the searching, you can come to know what are the parameters available to do the search. See, there are huge number of, so I can't explain one by one, but I said these are the major thing. And if you see, there is something called indexed, which gives faster activity and which will provide faster search. Why? Because these are accumulating data. It will have some soft link to each and every location. So that's why indexed means having so much of. We will talk about index management also. No worries. So those things will be again in index management admin tab, aggregated data management in admin tab. We'll talk. These two has one day class. So that's like see, if you start understanding each and every tab now, So it is highly impossible while explaining this, and I'll go back to admin and start explaining all this. You start forgetting everything. That's the reason I left all these things at the specific day. Okay, guys, it's already late. We'll meet tomorrow, sharp 7 p.m. Today, because I was stuck in the office, that's the reason I was late. No worries, we'll meet.
Okay.
Okay, guys. We'll meet in the tomorrow's class. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, please
No.
just
And
throw a message.
Vishnu, what about that use
Yeah,
cases?
that
I'm
use
waiting for
cases
it.
really that is really painful for me. I'm not getting where I have left. So I have searched all my hard drive. See, I have 3 to 4 hard drives. I searched by seats. I don't know where I have left, but see, I'll provide to you. Why? Because the rule cases and all you required once you start understanding what is the rule and all. So before that, I'm damn sure if I'm explaining rule means you will get the use case. See, there are some use case examples I have. These are the use case examples. I'll explain what is what in each. See, there are some set of. See, there are some use case set. See, there are some different 35 different use cases. So, but I need to give this rule case also, no? If I'm telling SQL injection, how to give this particular rule. See, how to set up this rule, how to set up this rule. So I have to give that one. Else I can say these are the use cases, just take it. But it's not the correct way. I can also say, see, I have some use cases. See here, this is what use case. Potential virus outbreak. Such event should be collected from see condition. This is a condition on where you are going to collect and how you are going to collect, like this. So this is what called condition. This is what called use case. But I like that I have only very limited. This is I found it from my system only. Luckily, what is, see, this is a use case. But I wanna give this like this rule, how to do the relevance and all, how to do the activity use case. What are the things to be? See, this is what rule case. This is a use case. This is a rule case. Use case is potential outbreak. You ask for use case. I can also send. See, I have some set of 30 to 40 use cases. You can use it. So, but it's not the correct way. I'll try. If you want this, I'll provide it. But I'm assuring you that I'll provide this rule how to set. What are the basic rules? Apply an nmath cache flows which are detected by local R. See, this is what the rule. This is the exact rule. So this is what called use case rule case. So I want to give this rule case. See, there's no problem. See, I'll bring out some setups and I'll provide to you. If at all not found, I'll in a day or 2 days, I'll take out from my office use rule cases. I'll take out something. Okay.
Okay.
See,
Share this
share this one.
notepad also.
See, I'll right away. I'm sharing this. No worry.
Okay. Actually, I'm learning now. That's why I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I understood. Really, you're asking that question. Na? It's really see, people don't even ask. See, like I already told you, people are start coming for classes only for the sake of certificate. Most. So they said I have an
Yeah.
experience already. I have experience. So you people are very maybe new or very early in stage. You people are having enthusiastic. See, this is very much required for everyone. So if you don't have that enthusiastic in nature, na, you can't success in especially log analysis. You should have that enthusiastic. Then only you can get it. Okay. So I'll share it right away.
Oh,
No worries.
yes,
Where
yes.
is my?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll meet.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.